Hi, my name is Cronin and I'm a Chopra teacher. I just wanted to introduce myself a little bit. I am from Switzerland and I grew up on a farm, and I was lucky enough to grow up with a mom who had great knowledge about herbs, plants and things that we could do to maintain health using natural means. And it was wonderful because even though I didn't really know it at the time, she was teaching me a lot of what would be very, very useful to me later on in life. I also trained to be a teacher while I was in Switzerland, teaching young children in primary school. Later on in life, I met my husband and moved to Asia, and I loved exploring new cultures and new ways to be healthy. At this time, I realized that there were so many more things that we could do to maintain health, and they were all just very different from what I had learned up till now. Later on, we moved to the US and with our two children, and at that point I was looking for things to do using the background I had in teaching and in my love of cooking, to be able to work from home while teaching my children and being able to be at home. So I became a personal chef. I was a vegan chef, and I taught people how to cook, and I also brought them meals when they're too busy to really cook for themselves. I really have always loved to learn and learning new ways. However, I was really looking for a path, and I wasn't quite sure what I was going to go for. I was very frustrated, and the more I learned, the more I figured out that some ways that I was learning, they really claimed to have the only answer. And I love Dr. David Simon's little quote that says, you know, if the only tool you have is a hammer, then pretty much everything starts to look like a nail. And this is what I kept encountering, is everybody seemed to have the answer, and I thought there would be something more out there that was more encompassing. So I started reading Deepak Chopra's books, and I learned a lot. I heard him speak, and at that event someone actually mentioned the teacher's path, and that was very interesting to me. I thought I would definitely explore that, and I signed up to train in Ayurveda at the Chopra Center. So Ayurveda for me was like coming home. I totally understood what it meant to be, and it made complete sense to me. Ayurveda is all-inclusive. Everything that is good for your health and your well-being in Ayurveda is great. So we practice with chiropractors, with massage therapists, with acupuncturists, and it's wonderful to have that sense of community, and of course modern medicine as well. So Ayurveda to me was very logical. I started practicing daily, and I have discovered or rediscovered meditation. I use oil massage or abhyanga every day, some yoga, and also breathing exercises. I realized that in life we are so busy and so stressed out, most often we stop breathing, and this doesn't really help very much. So my goal is to get better at all of those practices. And while on the teacher's path, I loved learning. I really loved learning and absorbing all this new knowledge, and I really loved sharing with others while in the different classes or at the Chopra Center, sharing with other teachers, and most of all getting to know all of the Chopra staff and these beautiful teachers that I had there. Graduation was wonderful. It was a great sense of accomplishment, but I really felt that it was the first step of a very long staircase. I believe that I'm a lifelong learner. I want to learn a lot more, and graduation was just one little step. So I teach a lot of different classes. I teach the Perfect Health classes. I teach them in groups or individually. I am based in Beverly, and I also teach in an office in Danvers. I also teach those classes through Skype. Modern technology is wonderful. I'm able to teach those classes to anyone, anywhere in the world, through the medium of Skype and the computer, so this is great. I have been teaching the Perfect Health program as a residential summer retreat. I did that this summer in an oceanfront, a beautiful property here in Beverly, and just imagine the beach, and at 5:30 a.m. doing meditation and yoga on the beach. It was really beautiful. I will be also taking a group to India next February 2011, where we will go to learn about Ayurveda and yoga in Rishikesh, northern India. I will also be going to Switzerland in August, teaching a workshop there, a 7-day workshop that will combine the Perfect Health classes from the Chopra Center as well as 3 days of hiking in the Swiss Alps. I'm also looking into doing a workshop in Ireland, so clearly you can see that my love of traveling and my love of teaching is combined, and this is great. I'm also teaching a cleanse class twice a year. I also teach it individually the rest of the year. Eating is obviously an enormous part of being healthy, so I love teaching all of that. I do share this knowledge with my community. I love to work with schools. I run free workshops for companies. I offer classes right now at a local college, Endicott College in Beverly, where students, faculty and staff have signed up to take some free classes that I'm offering, and I'm looking to do this twice a year with some other local colleges as well. So I love sharing this knowledge, and every class that I offer usually has at least one spot for someone who I think totally deserves to understand and know more about Ayurveda, but clearly has some challenges, probably mostly financial, and just cannot commit to taking those classes. I think the more we share it, the more we spread that knowledge, and the better things will change, and the faster they will change, hopefully. And it's very gratifying also to see the success that some of my students have achieved. One that comes to mind is a lady who came to me very stressed out, very unhappy, and when we went through what her life was like, she realized that really the first thing she did every morning getting up was switching on the TV, Fox News to be precise, and also the radio, both at the same time. And she went through a whole day having this mindless noise, constant barrage of information that she didn't need, and never ever being able to sit in silence, being utterly terrified by the silence. And by practicing those beautiful Ayurvedic lifestyle practices, she has been able to calm herself down. She no longer watches TV. She chooses now which program she wants to listen to on the radio. She does not just mindlessly switch it on to have some background noise. She has also changed her eating habits. As a result, she has a lot less aches and pains. She sleeps a lot better. She's more settled and much happier. So it's really wonderful to see what those practices have achieved. So I hope this gives you a little bit more of an idea of what I do, and thank you very much for watching.